A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities.
Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2 teams more than ready to get this one started. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Wheeler.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. The huddle, lead the Packers up here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. Right. Steal, black. Ready.
Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worried about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love looking to throw it. And it is caught. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Ready.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Ready.
Love fires that quickly outside. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw on second down, Wheeler.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Drill 52. Set.
Following the interception, Love. And a quick throw here that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Strike. Check. Strike.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down.
He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wheeler. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To throw on 3rd down. Wheeler.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 77 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Matt Amendola now for the extra point.
And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Red cycle. Red, yellow. Check.
Now Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Okay, go steal.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Ready?
1st down, going to the air with Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Throwing. Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Love. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. To throw now. Here's Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Going back to Love. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. Already his his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
To throw on second down. Wheeler
over the middle and complete to Addison.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
130 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Wheeler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Love now. Going for the deep ball. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
138 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Ready. Steal. Check steal.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Okay.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Love.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
62 blasted.
And now Love going to change things up. Freeman will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but His team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Fight, 60. Fight, 2. Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Down the sideline he goes, and down to the 19-yard line.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wheeler, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, Wheeler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Sit. Back up. Let's go. Go set. Set. Go.
Love now to pass on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been...
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
from 17 yards out.
And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Right back to him on first down.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Wheeler flush to his right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first and 10, Wheeler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Flushed out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and 2, Wheeler. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 209 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Let's go now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wheeler. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Wheeler. Escaping the pressure right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Down.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, the Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,